Guess this could be a little higher. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome. We are going to be playing some more Zero Parades for Dead Spies. In case you missed it, the Sony showcase was yesterday, the first of all of the big showcases. And boy, oh boy, man, did they really start with a bang. These guys produced quite a show. In my opinion, it was a 10 out of 10 show. I thought it was superb. Very, very good. I liked a ton of the stuff that they showed. And unfortunately, a ton of the stuff that they showed is like all coming out, I swear, at like the same time. So like a vast majority of the stuff that they showed is coming out. I think it was like end of September and beginning of October. So what does that mean? It means that is going to be a very, very busy time of the year. It'd be insane trying to get through all of those releases. It's going to be insane on the time, and it's going to be insane on the wallet. Not really looking forward to that, Bill. But before that, we have a little bit of time before that, assuming, of course, that we don't get hit with like a bunch of surprise releases and drops at Summer Games Festival coming up here in just a couple days. It's on Friday. So I would like to get back to playing your guys' game requests, if possible. And in order to do that, I basically just need to finish up Zero Parades for Dead Spies. This is kind of the last game that has came out this year that I have not finished. Obviously, we finished up 007. So, yeah, we just need to finish this up. Then I can get back to your guys' game requests. And maybe, possibly, we could have a couple months of game requests, which would be pretty insane. Now, of course, it's probably not going to work out like that because, like I said, Summer Games Festival is on Friday, and there's probably going to be some stuff coming out in the next couple months. And then we also have the Microsoft showcase where they're going to show the new Gears of War and some other stuff. Hopefully, Persona 4 remake. We also have the Future Game Show. We have the PC Gamer Show. Nintendo will do a thing. And I actually am getting my Switch 2 today. That is arriving. So I'll actually be able to play some Switch stuff. Some Nintendo stuff, finally. Maybe we'll have to go back and play some of the stuff that I've missed on the Switch 2. Which I don't think is too much. I think it's really just Donkey Kong, right? I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is like kind of one of the only things. I mean, there's the new Mario Kart, but I don't really care for that. So, yeah, but we're supposed to have Duskbloods, right? There's a lot of stuff that's still yet to be announced, and that could be coming in the next couple of months. Or they could, stick the knife in 10 more times and twist it 10 more times and announce a bunch of games, Duskblood, Persona 4 remake, all these other games, and they could announce that they're also coming out in September and October, and just make it so none of us will have any fucking money and any fucking time during those months. That's very possible. We'll have to wait and see. I really hope we get some releases at least in August. July would be really, really nice to at least get a couple games in July and a couple games in August. Because as it's standing right now, this month, we have the Gothic 1 remake. And that's it. That's it, man. I mean, we have some live service stuff. Obviously, we just got the new PoE 2 season. We have a very big update to Warframe coming this month. We have apparently a very big update to Deadlock coming this month. So like we have some live service stuff, but in terms of new releases, we literally don't have anything until August, and that's like one title or two titles, and then it's just like 7 big titles in September. And then it's like 7 big titles in October. So we'll see, man. But as it's looking right now, I'm gonna be a full-time streamer in September. Like, as it's looking right now, it's a damn good thing I decided to not go to Ireland and Scotland this year. Because I'm gonna be needing that PTO for September and October. That's what it's looking like right now. Because holy dude, I'm just gonna be streaming every single day of September, 12 hours every day of September, just to try and get through all of these games. I mean, it's gonna be insane. But yeah, last time we left off on Zero Parades for Dead Spies, we actually got our assignments. Now, our assignment, of course, to assassinate the president. Yeah, not really what any of us expected. You know, so kind of a crazy assignment to come back to after being on hiatus for 5 years. But yeah, we need to assassinate a very high-ranking politician, and in order to do that, we need to assemble a team. I'm putting together a team. So very exciting stuff. The game is getting very spicy. But hi Jason, hi Kenzie. Ever gonna go to the UK? Oh yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not going to the UK. The package is set to get here from 5 to 10, Dad. So yeah, so I'm streaming now. Will you be able to get it? All right. If I hear it, I can get it. Huh? Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna, we don't want the Switch 2 just sitting there, so let me turn on, some tracking updates. Crazy, I finally managed to get one for freaking normal price. Where do you turn that on? I'm on the app. I don't see it. Just update delivery instructions. Yeah, my sister and my dad, and my sister's husband, they're all gonna go to Ireland and Scotland, and they wanted me to go. I was like, I think I'm good. Huh? Yeah, I don't see it. If they ring the doorbell out here, I'll just check it every like 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. Ireland sounds dope. I don't know, man. I just don't care at all about Europe. You know? That's it. I just don't care about Europe. They really wanted to go, and they wanted me to go, and I'm just like, I don't care, man. Please ring the doorbell. Thank you. Told them to ring the doorbell. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't care. I just don't care. And it's a good thing though. It's a good thing that I'm like not going on a vacation because like unironically, if I want to get through all those games, I'm gonna need the time, you know? So I have to deal with Kenzie, yeah. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll ban her. It could happen. Don't lose faith, right? Don't lose faith. She's not safe. I think everywhere near England is just England, but with other accents. Honestly, they're just all white people. And I don't care about white people, bro. You know? I love that I can be racist to white people. It's so nice. Because, yeah, I don't care about white people, bro. I don't. We don't interest me. You know? Like, sorry. But we don't interest me. I don't fucking care about white people. Like, I'll probably need doppelgang talking to these people, right? If they're like assuming that they're from the old gang. This is -1 to shadow play. This might be the play, honestly. Yeah, we'll see. Italy and maybe Greece are the only two places. Momo, get out of there, baby. Get out of there. I love you too, but you cannot lay under there, man. I'm gonna roll over your paws. You have two beds. You have a bed there. You have a bed in the kennel, and you can lay in my bed. You got plenty of places you can lay, little baby man. I'm sorry. I love you, but you cannot lay under the chair. I'm rolling around, man, and I'm gonna roll over your paw, and then you're gonna make a really sad sound or something, and then I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm gonna somehow be the bad guy, and I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel bad about it. Why am I gonna feel bad when you're the one that decided to lay under the chair with the wheels? I don't know, but I will. Ow. I think we're in a good spot here for stats, actually. Italy, maybe Greece are the only two places. Europe, maybe Switzerland. Yeah, I don't know. The only place I'd be like somewhat interested is like where they shot Game of Thrones and like Lord of the Rings. So like Greenland or Iceland or wherever, Sweden, wherever the hell they shot those. I think that would be cool. But it would only be cool like just to see those places. You know, like I could not give less of a shit about their culture, and I could not give less of a shit about their food. Like their food seems gross. That's one thing in Europe, bro. Most of their food seems disgusting. Genuinely. It seems fucking nasty. Like Germany seems okay. Germany seems alright. But also a big issue with like a lot of those European countries right now is that they are just flooded with immigration and crime right now. Like, I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but that's just a fact of life. Like, when you look at videos online, like my dad likes to watch these videos where there's no commentary or anything, and it's like kind of ASMR-y, and it's just like a person with a camera, like a GoPro or something, like walking through the streets. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos, like walking through the streets of different countries. And, you know, you look at the videos of like somebody walking through the streets of Japan, and it's like quiet, and everyone's like polite, and it doesn't matter like where they're walking through. It's just like it's like peak, you know. And then like I've seen the ones of like Germany and stuff, and it's just there's like graffiti all over the place, and there's trash in a bunch of places, and you know, it's not a vibe, dude. It's not a vibe. And like whenever I have Europeans in the comments on the streams, they are literally echoing the exact same sentiments of being like, yo, because of the immigration and stuff, like crime is really bad. It's a lot of people that are normally not here, that like don't respect the culture, that are, you know, going wacky mode. So yeah, I mean, it just doesn't seem good, doesn't seem interesting to me. You know, for like the UK and like Germany and stuff, you'd have to pick one of the countries that I think is like really locked down. And then even then, like I said, like their food, I don't know. Doesn't seem great, if I'm being honest.
Doors crowd you, stacked upon each other. Behind one of them, your former asset Estoc, draped in a see-through cloak. SD knew it's competent, unlikable, ultimately invaluable.
It's good I'm here. We should talk. I'll keep it strictly professional. Can I just skip this one? We're gonna be professional.
Like her, cold, well-connected, and in her native element in the grey rooms of the city's bureaucratic and political ventricles.
Speaking of grey rooms, once I have a good copy of the Backrooms movie, I'm gonna do a Discord movie night, and we're gonna watch the Backrooms movie. There's also another movie that recently came out that I think I'm gonna do a Discord movie night for. I think it's called They Will Kill You. It's the super hot black chick that plays Domino in Deadpool 2. And I think it's like a bunch of crazy old white people are trying to sacrifice her for a cult or something, and like the whole movie is just her going sicko mode and murdering the shit out of all of these people. And I've seen a couple clips and heard really good stuff about it, so I think I'm gonna do a movie night for that as well. It looks like a fun little movie. I saw she has like she has a fire axe that's on fire, like she lights it on fire, and like the room is, it starts off, the room is dark and you can barely see anything, but as she's like fighting all these dudes and chopping them up and lighting them on fire, the room gets brighter and brighter and brighter. It looks really, really cool. So I think we'll probably do a movie night for that as well. Looks fun. I might do Obsession, like maybe I'll do Obsession, movie night for Obsession, and just like face my fear, because everyone is talking about Obsession. I just hate crazy women, bro. I hate crazy women. Like, it really bothers me, but at the same time, it makes me like kind of want to see it because I know it's gonna scare me. Ah, man.
One of these apartments belongs to Estoc. You just have to discover which.
Etsy, I'm here. I'm sorry. Hi, Zachary.
There appears to be a residence list on the wall. You could start there. You must be subtle in your approach. Your asset is still living her cover. That will make her unpredictable and desperate. No need to stress. She's almost definitely forgotten about that phone call you promised her.
This elevator goes straight to the roof. Rickety stairs leading downwards towards the canal. The The building is a great beast, the water its lifeblood. Shiny plastic tablecloth, scent of lemon disinfectant. Sunlight never reaches these apartments. Hey, mind the railing.
No soliciting. And mind the floors, will you?
The man is swaddled in a pristine maintenance uniform. A name tag on his chest reads Tonio, building manager. He hurriedly smooths down the single patch of hair which time has yet to steal from his head. Hey, relatable. Yeah, sorry, I'll mind them. I'm not a solicitor. I do what I want. Sorry, I'll mind them.
Good. Thank you. Finally, some cooperation.
We're dealing with a get off my property type here. Problem is, his property is communal.
You manage this whole building, right? Sounds like a bleak state of existence. Anything I can do to help? Looking for a resident here.
I said no soliciting. Very clearly, in fact.
He knows every face and name that has moved in or out of this alleyway. It's just a question of loosening him up.
Do you know Etsy Newitz? She lives here somewhere.
No nuances here.
Too quick on the denial. That's a big, flashing yes.
Just Etsy then.
No nuances.
I said Etsy. Older lady, very bossy, mean.
If she's bossing you, then perhaps you should be paying a little more respect to your elders.
Okay.
Think of that?
I tell Kenzie that all the time. Confirming that he does, in fact, know her. This man would be a terrible operant. Maybe she's using a different surname. I know her.
Then you should know how to contact her. You've an air of soliciting about you, and a nice lady like that shouldn't be bothered by it.
Only a subjugated stickler for the rules would call Esty a nice lady. Cut from the same unfun cloth.
Nice. She's really pulled one over on you. It's been a long time since I saw her last. But she is here. I'm not soliciting.
If you're an honest friend, then you should have a forwarding address or similar. I can't help you. Wouldn't be managerial. Typical
Whatever.
loiterer.
Shakes his head in annoyance and automatically sweeps a little. You manage the whole building, right?
You notice my badge.
He brushes imaginary dust from his name.
It's actually not just a building. I manage the entire housing campaign. I do what I can. More than most managers would, but there's only so much you can accomplish with a paintbrush and a broom. You should have seen what this place was like when Nestor put it up. Real class, real majesty.
The buildings are old, decaying, but clean. This man is fighting the final battles in a lost war, polishing broken handrails, painting splintered wood. What was it like back then?
A palace for the people.
He recite.
Clearly some kind of a slogan from the days when this was built.
During the Nestor Ismo years, when the city was developing, some families needed to relocate so that we could have infrastructure. And this place was built to house them.
Hard to imagine this place was ever a palace for the people. Sounds like a euphemism for forced displacement. Big Nestor guy, aren't you, Tonio?
Not in the slightest. I respect the work that was done during the Nestor Ismo years. But Nestor and Nestorismo are two completely different things. In fact, in the end, sweet Nestor was a traitor to Nestorismo.
Traitor to himself, makes sense.
I can see why it would sound confusing to a foreigner, but believe me, the names are the only thing they've got in common.
So what happened in this place? Where'd all the majesty go?
A different class of people moved in. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the children of the people that were here in the first place were born a different class of people than their parents.
That happens.
First and foremost, his own.
What kind of people used to live here?
Important people. artists, diplomats.
Artists? Hell yeah. My kind of people lived here.
He's never met a diplomat in his life. Probably doesn't even know what they are, except they sound important.
Not like the vandals that infest it now.
You mean like racially? Because of interbreeding? Yeah, okay, that's a crazy line. Holy. It's about Kurt, isn't it? He stutters, catches himself.
You can almost hear the emotional blast door slamming shut.
So you know my son? No, it's not about him. But he is typical of his generation.
Oh no, another line that's not voice acted. It is voice acted, but they said that they fixed 98% of the lines in the game not being voiced out, but they did say that 2% are still bugged. So I guess this is probably part of the 2%. Like me. No, I'm kidding. Maybe I'm part of the 20%. I'll take part of the 20%. Spiritually, no respect for the doors, the walls, or themselves, or me, of course. Sometimes I think they vandalized that railing just to spite me. He looks forlornly over his shoulder at the second floor railing. My stuff is always falling into disrepair as well. You've lived too long. The world is no place for you anymore. If you indulge in nostalgia like that, the present will always disappoint you. Nod.
I think it's happening to everything. At least you're aware of it. It's good that some people remember what we were capable of. Back when we had the sense of decency and cleanliness. Much too late now. All too late.
Alright, explain this whole Nestorismo without Nestor thing to me.
Nestorismo? How would I put it? Nestorismo is the name for the Porphyrian national spirit. It's got nothing to do with one man. It's just named after him because of the timing. When he was in power, Porphyrians were recognizing themselves, aspiring to something more.
How could it have nothing to do with the person it's named after?
Nestor didn't believe in anything. He was one of those men. Say anything to stay in power.
So a politician. Isn't that all of them?
Between his first and second exile, every idea was popular with the people got put into law. Even the ones that were fiscally suicidal. That was a time of consolidation for Nestorismo.
An insanely subsidized economy of illusions.
So the Porphyrian national spirit is built on a lie.
He lied, not us. What we discovered was real. For a couple of generations at least. Eventually, Nestor figured out that the Porphyrian citizens weren't the ones keeping him in power. After that, he kept saying whatever he thought the people wanted to hear. Just not our people. And look, we're still cleaning up his mess.
Hi, Reyna. Not much is up, dude. Not much at all. Just, you know, trying to get through this so we can get back to your guys' game requests and hopefully finish a couple more of them before the absolute onslaught of new releases later in the year. We have about like almost 3 months of like nothing, basically, until September, October, where literally everything comes out. So, quite a lot of time to play your guys' game requests and stuff like that. Now, of course, all of this is assuming that this weekend when all of the gaming shows are. Right, we have Summer Games Fest on Friday, and then we have the PC Gamer Show, Future Game Show. I think Nintendo's doing one as well. Like that's all assuming that we don't have any like shadow drops or anything coming out over the next couple months. But as of right now, like everything that's been announced is in September and October. So if that's the case, I'll have more than enough time to get through Final Fantasy X, do Final Fantasy X-2 if I want, Final Fantasy 1, I Am Jesus Christ, the Inscription run, even like Dark Souls 3, even though Animal's not here for her game request. But like, yeah, we got a lot of time if that's the case, because this is the last release for the next like 3 months, which is kind of crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I hope that's not the case. I don't want everything coming out in September, October, so I really wouldn't mind if we got a couple games coming out in August and July, but you know, we'll have to see what happens. We'll know at the end of this week.
There have always been problems, if that's what you mean. But the general trajectory is going one way.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you.
Situations like the one my son is in would have been inconceivable to another generation. A young man in the prime of his life, crippled, actually crippled, by his devotion to...
the scene.
I don't even know what to call it. Some intangible social currency that exists only in his mind and in those of his idiot friends.
Yo, tell me that ain't accurate, though. Tell me that ain't accurate. We're talking to the boomer. He's talking about his fucking kid and his grandkid caring too much about the swag. It's Kurt we're talking about? Explain your son's situation to me. Isn't that how currency always works? Kurt we're talking about?
Ah, I see you're part of the scene too, then. Yes, Kurt is my son.
My point is, stories like his are a sign of the times. I liked it a lot better when people just did their work.
But along the way, from there to here, we lost something.
It is kind of crazy how many people are like Kenzie nowadays, you know? Like how much of Gen Z and how much of Gen Alpha seemingly we'll see when Gen Alpha like gets into the workforce fully and stuff like that. But like it is kind of insane how many people like don't want to work a job and like almost have a sort of like repellent feel towards it, and like doing honest work, and it's like looked down upon in a lot of the younger people of like, oh my god, like ugh, working a 9 to 5. It's so weird, man. Do you think your son is a downgrade on you?
His whole generation, I worry, you know, genuinely about what will happen once mine is too old to work. Will they be able to keep the trams running? The plumbing, the electricity? Will the railing go unpainted until one day it crumbles and falls off?
He looks back at the second floor railing.
Again, he returns to that railing, symbol of civilizational continuity.
It's not even possible for you to work a 9 to 5. I mean, one, yes it is. You guys are fucking rich and you could easily have daycare. Okay? Easily. Alright, so let's not get that twisted. Okay. Alright. Let's not lie. Let's not fucking lie. And two, I mean, once your kids are older, you know. Once your kids are older, I don't think you're gonna go and you're gonna get a 9 to 5. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know, or an early morning, like a shift that like corresponds with like when the kids are at school or something. I don't think it's gonna happen, Kenzie. I'll be honest. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't see you doing it. And that's because, like, you know, your generation, a lot of you guys, you just have a sort of, like I said, like a repellent towards work. I've seen it in my own friends, like after COVID as well, where they got on unemployment and they were making like okay money off of unemployment. Isn't daycare hella expensive? I mean, Fuzz makes like $130,000 a year or something. And he comes from a rich family. I mean, the guy he's fine. The guy is fine. But you can, you know, you can just get like a babysitter or whatever. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do. I mean, shit, dude. When I was a kid, I mean, once I was like, let's say once I was 8 or 9, it was like I was in charge of taking care of my sister, and both my parents were working. That's just how it was, you know, because both of my parents had to work in order to keep the lights on at all. It was very common. My dad worked the night shift and my mom worked the day shift, and, you know, that way, like, in between going to school, like, we would just go and we'd get on the bus, and then we would get home, and usually nobody would be there. Like, we'd just walk back to the apartment ourselves, you know? But, yeah, we'd walk back, and then, like, typically my mom would get home like a couple hours later or something. She'd make food once she get home. But yeah, I mean, very common for people that are like in financially rough positions where both of their parents need to work, of like, yeah, once you're like 8 or 9 and stuff like that, you know, you take care of you take care of your younger siblings. Like, I had to take care of my little sister. It's pretty normal. Jobs I can get my entire salary would just go to childcare. But you see what I mean, right? You see what I mean? Like, there's no way that you're gonna work. There's no way. And this is what I mean. It's just like this generation just doesn't, like, my parents were both working minimum wage jobs. Both of them minimum wage jobs and raising 2 kids. You know? Meanwhile, we got fucking Kenzie and Fuzz, one of them making $130,000 a year. And, yeah, it's just like only one person's gonna work, and even once the kids are like at school and stuff, like, Kenzie's probably not gonna work. And listen, that's their choice, right? That's totally fine. Like, it's their choice, it's their life. But there's a lot of people like that these days, man. Like I was saying, like, my friends after COVID, not all of them, of course, but like a couple of them after COVID, you know, at the time, that means we're 25, 24, 25. So, like, well within being an adult. The moment that they were, like, on unemployment, they're, like, just smoking weed and gaming and drinking and stuff all day, and, like, not putting in really any effort into getting a job. And it's just very, like, indicative of the times of, like, just younger people don't want to work. They really don't. Like, on one hand, it actually makes me think that we do need AI, because so many of the younger people just don't want to work. Like, they also have like such highly inflated ideals for like the jobs that they should work. I see it all the time on like Hammer's show. He does like financial audit where he has like people that have bad finances in. And so many times they're like, no, I'm not going to work fast food. And he's like, you're unemployed. You need money. And they're like, yeah, but it's just a waste. It's like $9 or whatever, you know, an hour. And he's like, $9 an hour is more than $0 an hour. Like, you need to work. You need to make money. Like, some money is better than no money, you know? And they just have like such a denial, man. Like, nobody wants to work anymore, you know? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Like 130 with other stuff as well. Yeah, but if you have 130 and then you know, he's probably paying like what, 2 or 3,000 for rent, because I think you said you have like 4,000 for rent, and then you add on utilities and stuff if that's not included, and then he's probably paying half of that, right? So even if we do say it's like 3,000 or 3,500, even if we're really being crazy for like monthly expenses in that facet, you have that times 12, which is 35,000 plus another 7, so you're at what, 42,000. So 42,000 a year, and then you have 130,000 a year. He definitely gets a lot of tax cuts because he's a single provider and has multiple dependents. So we'll say that he makes after taxes 100 grand a year. You have 100 grand a year, we'll say, and that's like assuming he's losing 30 grand in taxes, which he's probably not because of his dependents. So he has 100 grand a year. That still leaves him with you know, about like $60,000 a year. No, like $55,000 a year. And then we say maybe he's spending $1,000 a month just on food and stuff like that for the kids, which would be pretty high, but we'll just say it's 1,000. That would be very high though. Then that's another 12,000. He's still left with about 30,000, $28,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Oh wait, and you guys are in a new place, so you're not even like paying that rent or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, dude. The math. Yeah, the math is not mathing, bro. Like, any way you cut it, and that's me like saying he's paying way more than he actually is, and he's making way less than he actually is. Comes out that he still has like almost $30,000 left over in a year. He's got over half left over in a year of what the average household makes in a year. The average household, which is typically 2 individuals on average, makes $65,000 a year in the US. So he's basically making the average individual's salary in leftover money. Yeah. I definitely think that's enough for fucking daycare. There's no way daycare costs anywhere near $30,000. There's literally no way. There's absolutely no way. Daycare for like a whole year of daycare is probably it's probably like 5 or 6 grand for like a nice daycare place. Sounds about right. When they see that life sucks, when you don't have anything to do, you'll see how good it is to have a job. You know, you would think so, but I think a lot of people are content with mundanely drudging by through life and letting their, like just letting their life pass them by. That's what I've noticed in people is like they're super content with getting high and playing video games and like slinking away and zoning out and not contributing anything to society and not having like a greater purpose in their life or anything like that, and just literally watching the days pass by and trying to like minimize how much they actually pay attention to the time. That's what I've seen in people. Like, I don't think, like, I don't want to sound like a boomer or anything, but it's just like, a lot of the pessimism is greatly unfounded, and it's shaped by propaganda on the internet. You know? Like, you talk to young people, and they're just like, dude, I will never, ever own a house. And it's like, why? They're like, have you seen the prices? I'm like, yeah. I have seen the prices. And do you know simple economics? Do you know what happens when the prices get higher? Have you heard of the housing crisis that have happened multiple times throughout history? Like, the bubble pops. The bubble always pops. And when it does, the prices come crashing down, and then that's when you can buy a house. It's like very, very attainable to buy a house. You know? I mean, Jesus, man, I went from, you know, homeless at 18 to buying a house. Like, it's not impossible whatsoever. But, like, these people are so chronically online, and all they read is like, yo, the times are bad, the times are terrible. It's 24K to 45K a year for daycare? Okay, I have to Google that, because there's just no way. How much is the average daycare yearly? And where are you at? The fucking Chicago? Let's see. Reddit thread. The dude is moving to Chicago. How old are your kids? Full-time or part-time? City, suburbs. Western suburbs paid 350 to 400 a week for my child in a full-time 5-day daycare, including meals. That's pretty good. Northwest suburbs, about $100 per day per kid. Seems to be about the average for infants. Mine are 3.5 and 1.5. It's cheaper than the other one by our house, though. Chicago or suburbs? North Shore, super expensive. South suburbs, far cheaper. $775 a week for full-time in-home daycare for 2 kids, 2 years old and 2 months. This is northwest suburbs and is on the low side. Bilingual Polish daycares, $300 or less per week for full-time care, last I heard, including homemade food and notorious cleanliness. I'm in the city, daycare in the city, but near the northwest border, we're part-time, 3 days per week, and pay $490 per week. So in the city, it seems like it's quite a bit. In the city, it's like 500 to like 750 a week, which is actually pretty crazy. My niece is $750 a week in Park Ridge. It was $1,000 a week, but she hit 4, which is their divider. It's Park Ridge. Extremely expensive. Is it a private preschool or just regular daycare? I'm on the northwest side, and the city's not too far from Park Ridge, and we're paying about half of that price for a 5-year-old. Just daycare, it goes down again when they start kindergarten. You basically drop the kids off, they do their daily things, you pick them up at night. Cheaper options around either didn't have great vibes. Outright rejects or had a multi-year wait list. Close to the border of Chicago. Park Ridge borders Chicago, and the closest you get to Mote, expensive. The closer that you get to Mote, the more expensive everything is. Is she doing calculus? It's so funny. Northwest burbs. Dude, apparently the north side is expensive, is what I'm seeing. $4K a month for a 2-year-old and an 8-month. 5 days a week at a nice daycare. So the bougie ones in the north, $4K a month for a 2-year-old and an 8-month. $13.40 per month for a 3-year-old in near north suburbs. Home-based daycare or a larger center. I didn't even know they did home-based daycare. It seems like the home-based daycares are the expensive ones. What is that? They just come to your house and babysit? They babysit in your home? I can see how that would be more expensive. That's what these people are saying, is the home-based ones are the ones that are like $4K a month for 2 kids. Northwest suburbs, it's common to see $50 to $60 per day. Proper private daycares is $350 to $400 per week. Oh my god. In Chicago, it's $2,700 a month for an infant. Damn, dude, what a racket. You go in the city and you just take care of babies and you're making $2,700 a month per baby? Holy shit. Yo, that's amazing. These guys are owning, and all they have to do is watch a little poop demon. That's kind of OP. Numbers are for full-time 5 days a week. When I lived in the city Hyde Park area, I was paying $2,100 a month for daycare for a newborn. Moved to the south suburbs. I've been paying about $1,200 for my $1,200 to $1,400 for my 2, 3, and 4-year-old. Gets a bit cheaper the older a kid gets. Daycare is definitely much more expensive in the city than the burbs. Well, you guys live in the suburbs, right? You guys said you don't live in the city? So it seems like there's northwest suburbs. There's like north suburbs and south suburbs. And the northern suburbs seem to be fancier, more expensive. And the southern suburbs are cheaper. What it seems like. You have what, 3 kids? We live in the city, but it's counted as the suburbs. Well, that probably means you're close enough to do a little drive. You guys have a car, you know? little drive to the burbs. Whatever's actually considered the burbs, right? To drop the kids off. Chicago proper, you're looking at minimum 500 a week for a newborn and infant. This is what I was quoted in 2019. But he posted this 2 years ago. So I don't know. For Western suburbs, I pay about $300 for full time for pre-K level daycare full time, which is a steal for the area. They vary based on daycare offers. Things like provided meals, amenities, curriculum, etc. can bend the price either way. $350, $400 a week. $372 a week. Gardener school though. It can be a little bougie. It's not how you spell bougie, brother. Yeah, so I mean, all in all, it's like assuming that you were getting a job while your kids are young, are really young. Then yeah, for 3 kids, it's looking like on average it would be, I mean, it seems like it varies a lot. On the low end, you have people saying, you know, like $100 a week for kids. And then on the high end, like some of these dudes are saying $775 a week, which is fucking crazy. Oh, never mind. That's for 2 kids. It's still crazy. So that would probably be like $1,000 a week. So $4,000 a month for the high end. That is crazy. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's interesting. Lower end, it looks like it's like, yeah, 12 grand a year. Versus on the high end, it can be up to 25 grand a year. Which is crazy. Yeah, I think my parents did it right, bro. Honestly. My parents kind of did it right. Like, you just wait for one of the kids to hit like 7 or 8. And then he's the fucking nanny. That's the play, honestly, bro. My parents, they knew what was up. That is 100% the play. So I don't know. I will get around to play this game. I bought it like 4 weeks ago. I mean, what's stopping you? What's stopping you, man? Nothing's stopping you. You could just boot it up and play it now. I've seen you. I think you've been the one on the PS3 emulator, right? Those PS3 games ain't going nowhere. You know? I think so, right? I think I have you on my friends list. Want to see him? Do I? I think I do. Maybe that's someone else. They have more than one kid. Yeah, I know. Why do you think some people say time is an illusion? Some people can't tell if their life is going anywhere. I think people say time is an illusion because the passing of time is so heavily subjective. It's so variable that unlike a lot of other measurements that don't vary, time is a little bit of like an outlier in that facet. You know, like if you're playing games, an hour feels way, way faster than if you're at work. Right? And most like objective measurements don't seem that way. Like they don't vary that much. Like the only other measurement I can think of that like is so heavily subjective is food. Right? Like if you have to drink a 16-ounce delicious scrumptious soda, or you have to drink a 16-ounce thick as gravy mass gain shake, right? Those 16 ounces are going to feel very different. And I think that's like really one of the only comparisons of like a measurement that's highly subjective based on your experience. Time is a lot like that. At least that's how I've always taken time as an illusion. Like as a concept, I've always taken time as an illusion as a concept to just mean like it can just fly by, or sometimes it can be slow. Hi, basement, by the way. Blue. Height? No, height isn't subjective. I mean, I guess height is a little bit subjective depending on where you live. Yeah. Like 5'8", I'm 5'8", and here in the States, I feel very short. Right? Like a lot of, at least here in Arizona, I don't know what the hell they're putting in the water. Fucking gamma radiation, because I've got a bunch of Bruce Banners and She-Hulks walking around, but like I am routinely the shortest person, surrounded by women that are fucking 5'11", 6 foot, men that are like 6'3", right? But then like, you know, in Japan, I'm tall. So I guess height is a little bit like that. Hi, Fuzz. We're just talking about how rich you are, and what a piece of shit you are. How lazy Kenzie is. You know, the usual. But yeah, to put an end cap on the whole conversation before we went down that whole fucking rabbit hole is just that, like, I have seen there has been a very noticeable decrease in the willingness to work for younger people. It's pretty crazy. Like, the amount of people that don't want to work fast food, or don't want to work in food service, or don't want to work in a call center, or don't want to work in a warehouse or something like that is crazy. Whereas if you talk to somebody in their 30s or their 40s, like if you were to talk to my uncle, not the crazy racist one, not him, but like my uncle or my grandpa, you know, like a lot of the men in my family, all of them are like, you need to work. Like, you need to always have a job. Like, always. Until you retire, you need to work. Right? And that was just like something that was kind of drilled in to men for generations, is you need to work. You have to have a job. It doesn't matter where you're working, you have to work. You need to have a job at all times, because some money is better than zero money. And I feel like that is an increasingly rare trait to see in young people. Some young people are definitely still like that, but I see way more of young people being like, oh, my time is worth more than that. Oh, I don't want to work this job or this job. Oh, I want to, you know, or like just completely opting out of work and being like, oh, I'm going to be like a day trader, or I'm going to be an influencer or whatever, right? Like, or I'm going to have passive income through fucking buying vending machines or something, you know, or I'm going to be a Pokemon card reseller or something. Like, all of these people are like, so many young people now are trying to just like not work a 9 to 5. And, you know, as much as I hate to agree with Boomer McGee here in the game, it is a very real worry of his whole generation. I worry, you know, genuinely about what will happen once mine is too old to work. Will they be able to keep the trams running? The plumbing, the electricity, where, you know? Like, will they? Like, that is a very real worry. Of, like, is Gen Z and Gen Alpha, like, are they going to be able to grow into the mature adults that they need to and accept that, yeah, all of us have to work not all of us, but the vast majority of us have to work jobs we don't like. That's life. That's how society flourishes. You cannot have McDonald's without the burger flipper. You know? You can't. Someone has to flip that burger, man. Someone has to do it. And I understand it's not the most glamorous job and the pay isn't the best, but somebody has to do it. And it goes that way for every single service that you take advantage of in your daily life. Like, somebody has to do that job. And if you have an entire generation that's attempting to opt out of working those jobs, and older people are dominating the, you know, because, like, okay, here's how it's supposed to work, right? I think we all know how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work that young people go into the food service industry, right? Or they go into, like, these lower paying professions, minimum wage jobs and stuff like that, in order to build skills and responsibility and flesh out a resume so that they can then either get promoted within the workforce to better paying positions, or then get a different position that's better paying in a different field or whatever, right? Like, that's how it's supposed to work. And that's why, like, on average, people make more money the older that they get, is because, you know, you're working your way up the ladder as you're accumulating more experience, your resume is getting more powerful, you're leveling up, and then you can get higher paying positions. And then you have these young people that haven't even stepped on the first rung of the ladder yet, and they're saying, why can't I get the job at the top of the ladder? Like, my time is too valuable to start on the first rung of the ladder. I want to skip the ladder. I want to go all the way up the ladder. And it's like, well, that's not how this works, man. You know? You have to work your way up. You don't just get to skip. Sure, some people get lucky and they get to skip, but most people don't get to skip. And so what happens is that when you have an entire generation of people unwilling to even step on the first rung of the ladder at all because they think that they're above it, they do nothing. They never get on the ladder. And I think that that's what we're seeing, right? We're seeing, like, crazy high levels of unemployment. We're seeing people have less money than ever. We're seeing people just not working at all. People trying to live off of government assistance and stuff like that. It's just not working, man. Like, you have to work. People have to work. And this is why we're also seeing, like, we're seeing tons of layoffs, is because people aren't working, so they're not having money to spend. So companies aren't making money, so companies have to fire people. You know, it's a whole cyclical thing, man. Passive income is good. Yeah, I highly recommend people to, like, I never recommend anybody to just work a 9 to 5. If you want to retire early and you want to, you know, break out of that, but you do need to work a 9 to 5. You know? Like, I always recommend people to invest in index funds or, like, a Roth IRA or something like that as early as possible, like, preferentially literally the moment that you're able to, like investing some money, even if it's just, you know, 30 bucks, 40 bucks here and there, right? Because of compound interest, it's gonna go burr. I always recommend that. But like, you do have to do the 9 to 5. Like, the thing with life is you have to unlock the ability to be picky. You cannot be picky out the gate. That's not how it works. Like think about dating. You don't just get to date a supermodel, bro. You know? You don't get, like, if you are that picky out the gate, you die alone. You're gonna be a 40-year-old virgin. You know? You have to, like, work your way to being worthy of being somebody that's like a high tier person and partner or whatever, like a very like successful individual that's like fitting a bunch of those requirements. It's the same thing for a job. Like you can't just go in and be like, yeah, I want a 100K salary position, you know, when you have like no experience. You have to earn the ability to be picky. When you start off, you just have to do anything. But like, this is also why a lot of people, they have degrees that they aren't using. Like, this is a really big reason why a lot of people have degrees and they're just like not using them, is because they're picky. They spend all the time and the money to get the degree, and then they're like, oh, well, this place is like a little bit too far that's hiring for a position with this degree, so I can't take it. Or like, they just come up with a bunch of excuses. Whereas me, I literally told all my family, I was like, the moment I finish my degree, I will move to fucking Alaska if it means utilizing my biochemistry degree. Like, I told everybody I knew, I'm like, yo, I will be leaving you. Like, I will take any experience I can get in order to utilize this degree. And then once I've accumulated the experience, right, and earned the right to be a little bit pickier with my position, I'll probably come back. You know, I'll come back and I'll be able to find a position here. But like, I will take whatever I can get. Dude, I would have moved to the UK. I would have been eating beans on bread. Genuinely. I would have went anywhere on planet Earth. I would have been in sub-Saharan Africa, fucking fighting off the lions, if it meant utilizing my degree. And I genuinely mean that, bro. Like, I would have went anywhere, because like, there was no way in hell I was going to spend 7 years of my life and tens of thousands of dollars to get a degree and then not use it, to work at fucking Starbucks with my degree in biochemistry. Like, no, it's not happening. No. Like, I will do whatever it takes, man, to make sure I utilize this degree. And there's just a lot of people that won't do that, man. You know? It's a very uncommon thought process. A lot of people are like, hey, I want what's safe and what's comfortable, and I don't want to take any risk, and this job doesn't pay as much. It's like, okay, well, what did your last job pay you? Well, I haven't worked a job yet, but it's like, okay, bro. All right, you're killing me. You're killing me, dude. If I do it better than you. Yeah, it's all probably going to go to shit. Come on, Tonio. The trams are not going to stop running. If the trams still ran, then would you respect your son? Probably all going to go to shit.
I'm not exaggerating when I say he and his idiot friends are fully capable of starving to death without realizing it, whilst evaluating each other's transparent jockstraps, or whatever the latest scene trend is.
True.
Interesting chimeras do proliferate after the end of history.
Sounds like fascist talk.
I don't have any political inclinations. I just wish people would do their jobs. Is that really so radical?
God. What am I, a Twitter user? Time moves forward, not back. All that yearning for the past is inherently fascist. Jesus Christ. No, it's not radical at all, bro.
Thank you. Of course, fascism is a dirty word nowadays. But despite what people say about La Luz, their reunion wouldn't be the worst thing that could happen to Portofino. Would put some order into this place.
My sister's a dumbass with jobs and shit. So is my mom. So is my mom. I just talked to my mom. And she's like, sorry I couldn't call you on Sunday. I'm moving. And she just moved like 5 months ago. And I'm like, you're moving? She's like, yeah, I've got a new place closer to work. I was like, didn't you just move like 5 months ago? 6 months ago? She's like, yeah, but then they moved my job, so, you know, which, like, I'm sure is a lie. You know, my mom is a compulsive liar. She just lies all the time about everything. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, damn, you're a 51-year-old woman. And, like, you're still moving every 5 or 6 months, bro. Like, it's just sad, you know? It's just sad. Like, at what point do you get your shit together? You know? It's like, it's just disappointing to see. You can't even, like, commit to a year-long lease? Like, bro. And it just took me back to, you know, being a kid. And everybody made fun of me when I was a kid. Everybody made fun of me. All my friends would harp on me and stuff like that because every time they came over, I was in a different place. and we literally moved like every couple months. And it was the most annoying fucking shit on the planet. It was so annoying, man. And like every single time people were like, oh yeah, you're having your birthday party. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you my address. And they're like, no, we remember the address. I'm like, no, I moved. They're like, you moved again? Like, dude, it's been like 2 months. I'm like, yeah. But like, that's my mom, bro. And like, I really wish I could say that my mom is not indicative of like the average person, but unfortunately she is, bro. Like, unfortunately, like a lot of people are really bad with their finances, like she is. They're really bad with holding down jobs. They're very emotional beings, not logic-based beings. And so they'll quit jobs and stuff like that if they don't like their boss or whatever. And yeah, you know, it's just like, you know, of course I didn't say that to her. Like, that wouldn't be nice to say, but the whole time I'm just thinking, like, bro, how are you a 51-year-old woman and like you're still unable to hold down jobs and you're still unable to hold down positions and like homes? Like, you know, like my dad started at the exact same place as her, man, working minimum wage as a security guard. But the difference is he stuck with it. Even though he hated it, he stuck with it and he worked his way up. And now, you know, he's fucking Richie McGee. But like, you know you've kind of fucked up in life when your kids are like more successful than you, right? Because it's like, bro, your 27-year-old daughter should not be having a more stable and more successful life than her 51-year-old mom, you know? Like, you're making some, like, by the time you're 50, bro, your life should be sorted, right? like honestly, by the time you're 40, like by the time you're 40, your life should be pretty fucking sorted. Like, you should be like, okay, I've got my shit together. This is the career I'm going in. You know, like everything is set up. I mean, they say, like, I don't know what it is for women, but like the peak for a man's life in terms of like financial success and, you know, health and stuff like that is 38. And I imagine women can't be too different. So like, if 38 is the peak for fucking men, and that's when like men have stuff sorted and figured out, I imagine women aren't that different. You know? So like realistically by the end of your 30s, you should have shit figured out, man. Had a job that made even more than I make now, and in South Carolina, 3 kids with work from home, and she quit to make less and work more hours. Dude, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Some people are just their worst enemy. Like, some people, they are the ops. And there's nothing you can do with these people, man. They're just self-sabotaging. Like, that's what I realized with my mom, is like, there's just nothing that I can do to help her. She's just self-sabotaging, and she's going to make poor decisions for the rest of her life until she eventually dies. And she's probably gonna die with a fucking mountain of debt. And just have to hope that me and my sister don't have to somehow suffer the repercussions of that. You know? But it's like a kind of a fucked up realization of like, there's no way to help this person. This person is just their own worst enemy, and they're constantly fucking over their own life, and it doesn't matter what you try and do to help. It doesn't matter what advice you give. It doesn't matter what you offer. She's, you know, they're cooked. She may turn it around. I've seen it happen late in life. She won't turn it around. She won't. She won't. She is in crippling amounts of debt, and she's constantly making poor decisions. It's impossible. She's cooked. She's cooked. She was in tons of debt, and then she got cancer. And then she went through all of her cancer treatment and stuff like that. And then she became in turbo amounts of debt. And then she bailed on multiple leases in a row, so her credit score is like in the gutter. And she's still in like tons of debt. And then she got married to somebody that she knew for like a couple months. And that dude was like very wealthy, and it was like, okay, like she finally has a chance to turn things around. And then she divorced him. And she took nothing, so she didn't even get anything from the divorce. She didn't at least like pull the scumbag move of like, you know, taking something in the divorce or whatever. And so then she was out again. And yeah, I think she's gotten with like 2 more dudes that were like drug addicts and abusive. Yeah, I mean, she's just cooked, bro. There's no way around it. She's cooked. She's moving every fucking 5-6 months. Like, she's cooked. And here's the thing, like, you know, if she wasn't cooked before the cancer, like, I could understand. Like, if it was like the cancer and the treatment there that, like, you know, had pushed her over the edge, like, that's totally understandable, right? I think we can all sympathize with that. But like, dude, it's just like, she had already made 200 bad decisions before the cancer, right? And then like, she's made 200 more bad decisions after the cancer. It's like, there's just no fixing it. Smoking crack and everything. She's super religious now. Yeah, but it's just not possible for her to pay off her debt and everything with the time she has left. Like, she's not in good health. She's 50, she's 51 now. She's not in good health. She has 0 in retirement. She owes like, I want to say like $100,000, if not more. She has in debt. She has a credit score of like 400 something. Like, she's just cooked, bro. She has no degree. She has no trade school experience. She doesn't hold a job for longer than a year. Like, she's cooked. There's no way out. You know, she has made the bed that she's kind of forced to lay in now. There's just no possible way for her to get out of it. You know, so now she's in a situation where, like, she kind of has to limp along for the rest of whatever remains of her life. Is like the truth. And it's a bummer, you know, you hate to see it, but like, you make bad decisions, and unfortunately life, as nice as it is to think that, like, you know, you can always turn things around, the unfortunate truth of the matter is that sometimes in life you make mistakes that you cannot turn around. Sometimes you fuck up so bad that you're cooked, right? Like you go and you murder somebody. You made a mistake. Like, maybe, you know, you made a mistake. You fucking fell asleep driving or something like that. You manslaughter. You fucking run someone over. It's like, you made a mistake. But unfortunately, that mistake is so severe that, like, you're getting your life in prison. And you're cooked. Your one mistake, you're cooked. There's no turning it around, you know? Sometimes, like, some mistakes are just too bad to where you can't turn things around. You fuck your entire life. And that happens. Happens to a lot of people. In my mom's case, it wasn't really one mistake. I mean, I would say it was one mistake that started the downfall, you know? She cheated on my father. My father, one of the greatest human beings on planet Earth, genuinely. Like, the greatest person I have ever known. I strongly doubt I will ever meet a human being even close to the level of human being that my dad is. Genuinely, he is just like a great person. Super hardworking, super honest, super caring, incredibly smart. Like, just every single positive trait you would ever want in a human being, my father has in spades. And he always has. And, you know, my mom cheated on him. She got bored in the relationship. She cheated on him. Threw away, I want to say, like 13, 15 years of marriage, something like that. And, yeah, her life has been cooked ever since. Right? It's been cooked. Like, she hasn't had the stability from him working and supporting. As me and my sister, like, grew up, we started to realize how big of a fuck up she was versus our dad, so we left her. We went with our dad instead, because he's just, you know, more stable, has things together more. Yeah, it was really the beginning of the end for her. Like, that one mistake caused just a spiral, and, you know, caused her to want to replace that relationship with anybody that she could find, which, you know, is, ended up being a lot of, like, drug abusers, a lot of, like, physical abusers, a lot of just really bad people. Sent her down a deeper spiral, dating coworkers, and then, like, that falling through, so she quits the job, and now she's unemployed for a while, and, like, just, like, that happens so many times, dude. It's just, like, sometimes you fuck up, and you're cooked, you know? And it is what it is. Like, for me, maybe it's the autism, I don't know, but I have no sympathy for people that fuck over their own life. I don't. Like, you made the decisions, man. You made the bed, now you have to lie in it, and I don't have any sympathy for that. I felt the same way even when I was homeless, and I would be talking to other homeless people, and you would realize like, oh, bro, you're homeless because of your decisions, you know? Like, I was like one of the only people that was homeless because of variables that I could not control. Everyone else, they had like severe drinking or drug issues. They had fucking violent tendencies. They were just super flaky and unreliable. It's like all of these other people that were homeless with me were homeless because of their own doing. You know? And it's like, I can't feel bad for you. You fucked up, bro. That's kind of how my mom is. It's like, my mom was just fucked up, and she's fucked up, and she's fucked up, and it's like, you know, you're cooked, man. You're still my mom, and I still love you, obviously, but like, you're cooked. And the only hope of her ever like recovering would be if me or my sister like took care of her and like paid off the debt and stuff like that, and I'm not doing that. I'll take care of my dad 100%. I will take care of my dad. He's been there for me, dude. I'll take care of him. I'll make sure he never goes wanting for anything. My mom, I mean, she can fucking sort that stuff out, man. Like, you know? I'm not taking that on. Maybe my sister would. My sister's a lot nicer than I am. I'm not a nice guy, bro. Like, my sister, she's very nice. She's very kind. And maybe my sister will end up, you know, biting that bullet, and like, if she does, that's her decision, and she'll be throwing her own life into disarray as a result. But, you know, she's a nice person, so maybe she will, but I'm not. Hell nah, brother. He provides almost nothing to the kids as he raises them on barely anything. My parents, who also work full-time, are just on-call nannies now. Yeah. Never give up. I don't know. At a certain point, I feel like it's alright to give up. You know, at a certain point, like, yeah, I feel like it's alright to give up. You know? I could say for sure, if I was driving and I fell asleep or something, I ran someone over and I was looking at fucking, you know, a life sentence, because I hit a fucking family of 4 SUV or something and killed all of them and survived or whatever, and I'm looking like at like a life sentence, yeah, bro, I'm probably just blowing my shit smooth off. I'm gonna be honest. Just keeping it $150, bro. It's over. I don't want to live the rest of my life in fucking prison. I'm too hot for that, bro. My booty too tight for that. I mean, it wouldn't be for long, but like, my booty too tight, jawline too sharp, cheekbones too prominent. That's not happening, bro. Okay, these cheekbones and jawline are gonna be all over the fucking wall. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm not spending my life in prison, you know? It's not, nah, I'm good. But hey, maybe that's the Canadian in me, you know? The internet loves to say that the Canadians are all about killing themselves. Which, hey, I think that's based, bro. I think that's based. If you're entitled to anything on planet Earth, shouldn't it be your own life? Like, if you genuinely want to die, shouldn't that be your call to make? It's your life, bro. Like, we own nothing. We don't own our games. We don't own our land. We don't own our belongings. We don't even own the fucking money that we make. Right? If we own anything, shouldn't it be our life? If I want to go into the doctor's office and have them put me to night-night forever, shouldn't I be able to do that? Why not? It's my fucking life. You know? My body, my choice, god damn it. Inject me and put me to sleepy time forever. Just saying. Finally a base take? Listen, all I have are based takes, okay? How dare you insinuate that I've had a single take that wasn't based? Anyway, we do occasionally play video games here.
I told you, I have no political inclinations. Nestoristas are for the good of Portofino, that's all. All I want is for someone to show people the proper way of doing things. Clearly, I'm not getting through to anyone. So someone with more power should step in.
We all feel that way sometimes. And how do you know that someone with power will agree on your way? All I'm hearing is, oppress me, daddy, I've been bad. That's crazy. We all feel like that sometimes.
I don't know much about other places, but from what they tell me, everyone in La Luz has a purpose. The shoe shiner shines shoes, the building manager manages buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You know that apparently they have some kind of factories where singers have to make pop hits for 8 hours a day? Just like the rest of us.
He smiles satisfied. You do not write hit songs for 8 hours a day, don't you? Is that the ideal society?
It is a society. This here is just a bunch of people living together.
Yo. Does this mean I'm old if I'm agreeing with the boomer, bro? I'm actually kind of agreeing with the boomer right now, man. He's kind of based.
Look at me. Here I am, doing my job. If everyone did the same, well, that would be it. The world would work.
No dreams of peace, justice, or equality. Only those of a well-oiled machine.
Listen, guys, equality doesn't exist and it will never exist, okay? I'm tired of pretending that equality exists. It doesn't, okay? You know, one of my most hated things...
He nods and sweeps his broom.
One of my most hated things is when people are like, all humans are equal. No, we're not, okay? I'm better than a lot of humans out there, okay? And so are you. Are you meaning to tell me that I am on the same level as a fucking pedo? As a child-touching maniac? What about a serial killer? You think I'm on the same level as that? You think you are on the same level as that? Come on, have a little fucking self-respect. No, all humans are not created equal. Some of us are better than others. Okay? Get real. I fucking hate this mentality. We're all equal. No, we're not, motherfucker. No, we're not. Some are lesser. I'm not doing a Homelander bit of I am better. I am better, but I am better than a fucking child Dutcher. I am. And so are you. God damn it. This is like the stupidest take ever. We're all the same, man. All human life is worth the same. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not at all. You could line up every single pedo on the planet Earth and behead them cartel style, and the world would be better. Okay? You couldn't do that with all of the fucking doctors on the planet. You line up all the brain surgeons on the planet and fucking chop their head off. Guess what? World got worse. Yep. World got pretty significantly and measurably worse. No, we're not all the same. Some people do have more value than others, all right? That's just how it is. I can't wait until we get to the point where AI takes over and it's like Detroit Become Human. There's a scene in Detroit Become Human. Maybe some of you will remember this. I think it's only if you take a specific path, but there's a scene in Detroit Become Human where you are chasing a guy and you can chase him into the highway, and the cars on the highway are like self-driving AI cars, and it shows the car and it shows it scans your face and it scans the dude's face that you're chasing, and it pulls up basically like everything that they know about both of you, and it literally determines which one is better for society to hit and which one is better for society to not hit, because it has to hit one of you because it has nowhere else to go. And then it decides to, you know, hit the one with less value. Eventually society will be like that, where it will just fucking, it'll take a little snapshot of you and it'll pull up everything about you. It's like, all right, he works here, this is his credit score, he has this many kids, he has this many wife or whatever, like he has like a wife, he has this many kids, you know, he has like no criminal record, and then it pulls up the fucking dude that has like a laundry list of criminal record, like of criminal past transgressions and stuff, and it's just like runs over that guy, dude. Like, we're gonna get to that point, man. That's just how it is, bro. Some people are more valuable, okay? Listen, there's a lot of people out there way more valuable than me. I can tell you that much for sure. And that doesn't hurt me like at all, to know that there's many people out there that are way more valuable than me. That's just how it is. Yeah. By acknowledging that there are people that are lesser than you, I mean, unless you're a narcissist, I suppose, you must also acknowledge that there are people that are worth more than you. And there's definitely a lot of people worth way more than me. That's just how it is, bro. We are not all equal. This many wife? We all turn Muslim? Okay. I misspoke. I meant like this many kids and he has a wife, and you know. Like this guy is single and 52 and he's never had a relationship, and you know, he like can only hold down a job for like 2 months at a time. It's like, all right, just kill him, bro. Just kill him. This guy smokes weed and plays video games all day, every day. Just kill him. He's 52. Just kill him. Yep. No worthy sacrifice. You're siding with Renoir. But here's the thing. Renoir is objectively correct. I hate it how that's another thing I hate. Okay, we're just fucking ranting like crazy this stream. That's just how it is, I guess. But like, I saw the devs of Expedition 33 talking about that there's not a true ending, there's not a right ending. Yes, there is. Yes, there is, motherfucker. You made the game. You know what the right ending is. Yes, there is. How is the ending... Okay, spoiler alert for Expedition 33. How is the ending where fucking Amicia or whatever her name is, like, decides to live in delusion and paint back everybody against their fucking will, by the way, and like torture them for all of until the end of time, until she goes insane? How is that remotely the right ending in any way, shape, or form, versus a chick accepting the loss of her brother and moving on? Like, dealing with her grief properly and moving on and living the rest of her life. How, in what fucking way, shape, or form are both of those endings, like, equally right? No, motherfucker, there is a right ending. There is a good ending and a bad ending. It's so stupid. No, the right ending is fucking Verso's ending. That is the right ending. Like, objectively. It's so stupid. The dev's like, yeah, you know, neither of the endings is right. They're both equally right. No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. Stop trying to appease the psychopaths that chose Amicia's ending, okay? Stop it. They're wrong. They are wrong. I thought you liked us. I love you. I love you, Jason. I love you so much. My little big strong boy. I love you so much. Your big muscles and your little pube stash and your little pube beard. Yeah. I love you so much, little baby boy. I'll give you my milky, little baby boy. I'll pet your hair while you suckle on my hairy titty. Nom, 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 nom. Hopefully none of you guys have me on speaker. Honestly, you should never have me on speaker. That's just a go-to. Like, I can tell you guys that for sure. Don't have me on speaker. Also, I don't understand how people fall asleep to me. Like, the people are like, oh yeah, the streams are so relaxing, I fall asleep. I'm like, brother. Huh? Huh? Maybe like 25% of the stream is relaxed. Okay, maybe like 45% of the stream can be relaxing. I guess it depends on the game. But eventually I'm going to make some monkey sounds or talk about breastfeeding with my hairy nipples or something. And you're going to have some weird fucking dreams. You're going to have some weird dreams of suckling on the hairy monkey titty. And I don't know. What do you think monkey milk tastes like, by the way? Has anybody ever milked a monkey? Monkeys have milk, right? Surely. Surely they do. Think we can humans drink monkey milk? Wait, I'm Googling. Humans can biologically digest monkey milk, but doing so carries severe health risks and is practically impossible to source. Take this all with a grain of salt. It's Google AI, so it's probably fucking wrong. Because monkeys are primates, their milk is genetically and nutritionally very similar to human breast milk. However, you will not find it on grocery shelves due to extreme transmission risks for deadly disease, physical danger, biological deficiencies, severe health risks, zoonotic diseases. Monkeys carry deadly viruses that can easily jump to humans through bodily fluids. Drinking untreated primate milk risks exposure to Ebola, simian immunodeficiency virus, and herpes B. Already got it, so nice try. In vitro constraints, laboratory source non-human primary milk, that was a joke by the way, I don't have herpes, is highly restricted and legally designated strictly for bio IVT in vitro research. It's a logistics nightmare. Primate milk is highly diluted and specifically adapted for slow-growing infants. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. I'd suck on a monkey nipple for sure, dude. 100%. 100%. Without a doubt. Are you kidding me? I would try some monkey milk. Listen, if you didn't have your AirPods in, that's on you, bro. That's a rookie mistake. That's a goddamn rookie mistake. Someone checks dashes. That's crazy. Take a little Ebola from suckling on a monkey nipple. Sounds like a set from What It's Worth, Dave Chappelle stand-up. I don't think
Not
I've seen that.
really. I mean, you could help me sweep if you wanted to, but
Seriously?
look around. You think one person alone can clean all this? We used to have one manager and 3 concierge. Now, it's just me. I'll pay you 20 sol if you're interested.
A palliative measure at best. But then again, life is a palliative measure.
I feel the building needs me. The workers need me. Side hustles make the world go round. I'll think about it.
You asked. I think the more we all dedicate ourselves to our own tasks, just the punctual tasks, the better it'll be for everyone.
Ain't no shame. They shake their heads around me and chuckle when they hear our shenanigans.
Their own tasks,
Oh,
which
yeah.
in your case are the diametric opposite of sweeping, operant.
About your son? Yes, says Brown Furrows. He's really your son? He looks about the same age as you, Antonio.
That's what bad living does to you.
Dude, I thought he was like 50.
I bet he asked you for money.
He asked other people for money and can't pay them back. That's the problem.
Unsurprising. In any case, he won't get a soul from me.
He's not asking you.
Matter of time. The basic concept of money is an enigma to his generation. The idea that what you trade for money is your time, your work, and not something else. Coolness or something, it's baffling to them.
I'm going to at least try and help him. What if he does manage to trade social currency for money? Whatever, I just thought you might like that. I'm gonna try and
I
help him.
can't stop you. But you shouldn't. It's not real help.
I had one of the Sarges tell me that these streams are alright. Yo, that could be the nicest thing anyone's ever said about my channel. Holy shit. W.
Tell him, if he's ever interested in working honestly, his old man is here.
I'm riding on Sky 9. After
A little
that
sadness
compliment.
alights on his face for the briefest moment.
Hell yeah, dude.
Pick up your feet when you walk.
Flickering light stirs something. Normally people, you know, whenever anybody like pulls up my channel, like if I'm gaming or something like that and they pull me up or whatever, or like people on Discord or whatever, they're like, your channel's kind of ass. they're like, dude, your channel could be so much better if you did this or this or this or this. And I'm just like, yeah, I've heard that hundreds of times. I've been making content for 14 years, man. I've heard all of this shit hundreds of times. And they're like, why don't you do it? And it's like, because I don't care. I don't care. Man, dude, your reviews could be so much better, Zach, if you edited them and put in gameplay of the stuff that you're talking about. Yeah, I've heard that hundreds of times. Oh, yeah, so you're gonna do it? Fuck no, that sounds really time consuming. Zach, your streams could be, you know, a lot better if you know, played the game more, or like played more appropriate games or whatever. Yeah, I've heard that like hundreds of times. Yeah, you gonna do it? Fuck no. Fuck no. Are you kidding me? You think I give a shit? Mailboxes, the best way to get to know someone without having to talk to them.
Photographs, candles, tucked under the stairs. You'd be forgiven for initially overlooking the modest shrine, were it not for the roughly carved wooden figurine, waist height sat off to one side.
It was after that one dude went on a rant about animal fucking. Oh, what, Jay? Was talking to Kenzie? Yeah, it's so funny, dude. It just goes to show, like, everything is so subjective, right? Because I have some people that watch the streams and they're like, dude, you're fucking hilarious. Like, you're so funny. And then I have some people that watch the streams and they're like, dude, you were the most boring motherfucker I've ever seen on planet Earth. Like, my high school chemistry teacher that put me to sleep every lecture was infinitely more entertaining than your Poindexter looking ass. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like, yeah. That's life, man. Yeah. But I feel like all streamers kind of have that, honestly. Like, some streamers people love and some people hate.
This is
Just
a
kind of is
shrine
what it
to
is.
Sirius, angel of romance, war, and negotiation.
Gotta check for this delivery. I'm really hoping. I was trying to find any information because obviously I for those that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, finally bit the bullet and bought a Switch 2 before they've increased the price, so it's getting here today. I was trying to find any information about streaming the Switch 2, and there's like fucking none. There's none. Like, I don't know if there's just like not a lot of Nintendo streamers because they're worried that Nintendo's gonna fucking come to their house with sledgehammers and break their kneecaps in because they played 3 milliseconds of their music or something. But like, there's not a lot of people talking about streaming on the Switch 2. So we're gonna see, man. Like, I'm gonna really hope my capture card works with it, because I never had a Switch 1, right? I only had the Switch Lite, which you can't hook up to like a TV or anything. So I'm gonna hope that it works. Worst case scenario, I might have to also buy a new capture card, which would be kind of annoying because capture cards are kind of expensive. Like, they're like $200, which is like kind of fucking cringe. So I'm hoping that it works because, yeah, I would like to stream at least Donkey Kong. We'll for sure do Donkey Kong. We'll do Dusk Bloods when it comes out, obviously. I don't think... Is there anything else on the Switch 2 that's, like, worth playing? I don't think there is, right? I mean, there's Mario Kart, but, like... I guess there was the Metroid game, but I heard that was kind of mid. Whatever, Metroid. I don't know. I'm not really a Nintendo gamer. I'm gonna Google it. Best Switch 2 games. Best Switch 2 games. Okay. Are any of these actually Switch games? Literally, here's the top games. Tears of the Kingdom. That's a Switch 1 game. Hades 2. Not even a Switch game. Breath of the Wild. Switch 1 game. Secretary. I've never heard of this. Apparently came out May 14th of 2026, though. Silk Song, literally not even a Switch game. There's Donkey Kong. So finally Donkey Kong. That's like the only one I know of. Resident Evil 9, not a Switch game. Mina the Hollower, that just came out, and that's not a Switch game. Trails in the Sky, I've never heard of that. Are any of these Switch games? I don't think any of these are fucking Switch games. Mario Kart World, there we go, at 23. Brother, none of these are Switch games. Literally, none of these. Oh, Super Bomberman. Yo, now we're talking. Is Dragon Quest a Switch game? Kirby? Yo, there's a Kirby game? Okay. Wait a second. I played Kirby. I played Kirby as a kid. I haven't played a Kirby in a fucking minute. I think the last Kirby game I played was the one on the GameCube, the driving one. That shit was fire. Bro, you know how this... Okay. You know how you know that the Switch 2 has no games? When Star Wars Outlaws is the 55th highest reviewed game on the Switch 2. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Star Wars Outlaws is the 55th highest reviewed game on the Switch 2, bro. What are we doing? What has this machine been doing, bro? Are there any video games on this thing? Kirby Air Riders. Okay. Okay. Hyrule Warriors. Okay. So the Nintendo games are down at 71 and 72. Oh. Okay, best Switch 2 exclusives, maybe? Pokopia, DK Bonanza. Fucking Pokopia is a thing, huh? I didn't know that was a Switch game, I'll be honest. I thought that was a mobile game. Wait, Pokopia is a Switch game? Oh. Dude, I thought that was a mobile game. Oh my god. That's the Pokemon... What the fuck is it called? Like farming game, right? Animal Crossing. That's like Pokemon Animal Crossing, right? Dude, I thought for sure that was a mobile game. Holy. Awkward. Where's Smash? Where the fuck is Smash, bro? Where is a new Smash? I will literally nut 75 times when we get a new Smash. Like, where is a new Smash? Can you even imagine Smash? A new one, bro? The crossovers? Oh my god. Sorry. This is disgusting. It's my bed. So, yeah, you know when I said like Donkey Kong is the only game? Oh, Star Fox is coming out this month. I've never played Star Fox. Has anybody here played Star Fox? Is Star Fox good? This is a remaster of the OG, I think. I've never played a Star Fox. I've heard of it though. Maybe I'll play Star Fox. Don't you just like drive like a plane and shoot dudes? It's not the whole game. Huh. Hopefully we get some good stuff for it. I thought that there was a Zelda game for the Switch too. Is there not a Zelda game for the Switch too? A Zelda game for Switch. Zelda Switch 2 exclusive? Uh, Oh my god, the Switch released in 2017? There's no way that's true. Stop. Stop, bro. Don't do this to me. Bro, don't do this to me, please. No. Oh, it's almost a decade ago. It's funny you get multiple ships to space jet. Oh, you get a tank? That sounds kind of cool. New Smash announced at Summer Games Fest? No, Nintendo won't do fucking any. Okay, the most Nintendo might do is Dusk Bloods. That might be at Summer Games Fest, but that's because it's more From Software than Nintendo. Nintendo does their own thing. You know, they're like Sony. They do their own thing. We might get GTA 6 though. If we're gonna get GTA 6 at any of the conferences, it will be at Summer Games Fest on Friday. And I could see it. I could see it. Jeff has Mr. Jeff Keighley. He's got a lot of connections, man. I could see him pulling a trailer. I could see that closing out the show. I really could. A little GTA 6. A little GTA 6 action. I could see it. I can't see it. You don't have enough respect for Jeff, bro. You don't have enough respect. We're talking about Jeff. Alright? Put a little respect on his name. A teaser for the trailer, maybe? I mean, they don't have to do much, honestly. They really don't have to do much. I could, because like, what else are you gonna close out the show with? Unless it's something we don't know about. Well, like, what are you gonna close out the show with? If it's not GTA. Witcher? Could be Witcher. But I don't think Witcher 4 is close enough to release. Honestly, I don't think Witcher 4 is close enough to release to like show any gameplay or anything. So... I mean, maybe Knights of the Old Republic. That would be a big one. A big one. What else is like a massive game, though? Because they always have like a massive game at the end. I can't think of anything. Elder Scrolls 6. Copium. Yo. Elder Scrolls 6? And it's all AI. It's all AI slob. I could see GTA. I can't really think of too many other things, like, unless it is something like brand new that none of us know about, which is possible. Jeff has his ways, bro. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be a Kojima game. Kojima's working on like 3 games right now. It could be a Kojima game. That's actually pretty likely. Like OD, it could be OD, which is like the horror game he's been making for forever that he announced at Summer Games Fest, but he hasn't shown, like, we haven't seen anything else of it. Could be a little Kojima. He does love his Kojima, man. Angel of Romance, War, and Negotiation. The shrine is a lot less elaborate than the one in the bazaar. Examine the offerings.
Among the usual photographs and candles,
At the P.
people have left mysterious items. A single house slipper, a dusty magnum of champagne, a small pouch filled with some sort of musky, sweet herb.
Chat, I have to pee. I'm gonna get some water. Should I get just normal water? Or should I get some water, carbonate it, and then put in some sugar-free root beer syrup, make a little homemade root beer? I've been kind of addicted to it. If you guys haven't gotten a soda stream, by the way, and you're a soda enjoyer, get a soda stream, man. You save so much money. It's actually OP. I got the mug, sugar-free mug syrup. put a little bit of that in some carbonated water, bro. It's peak. It's just root beer. Should I get water or get a little root beer water? Root beer water.
And scattered throughout, wedding invitations, faded, creased, RSVP dates years in the past. It's customary to invite the angel to festivities, to bless the union.
Terrible waste of good booze. Pick up a wedding invitation.
You are cordially invited to celebrate the joining of Mr. and Mrs. Pascal Kavanagh on Enatos 3rd, 92.
I wonder if they're still together.
According to law, a blessing from the Dog Star should ensure a union that lasts 30 years, minimum.
Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna get some water. Get some water. Just get a little bit of water. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Got a baby mama. Big mom. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, big puppy. Big puppy alert. Big puppy alert. Oh my god, we've got a big puppy alert. Holy. Big sleepy puppy alert right here. Wow. Look at the size of this puppy we've found. He is a big, chunky boy. He's a chunky boy. Hi, puppy. How are you? Have you been a good boy? Have you been a good boy today? I think you have been. I think he's been a good boy. Wow. What a unit. What a unit. You can't even fucking see him. You can't even fucking see him. He's like a void. Yes. Yes, baby boy. Yes, baby boy. I love you. I love you, little baby boy. You're just a little precious baby boy. Oh. He's trying to escape. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, you're just so cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not getting a goddamn bone. You've already had a bone. You've already had a bone. You don't get 2 bones in one day. Check the RTS chat. RTS chat? I don't think I'm part of an RTS chat. I still haven't peed. 1 second. You're not in the RTS chat. Why aren't you in the RTS chat? I don't I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell an RTS chat is. I'm just a guy, bro. I'm just a guy. Be nice when this damn package is delivered and I can actually put in my right headphone. That'd be a big W. What? New Dawn of War stuff, I'm guessing? New Dawn of War stuff. Channels and rules. I can't even give the RTS tag. Yeah, that sounds like Calvin's server, yeah. What is it, New Dawn of War stuff? Tempest Rising public multiplayer test until June 10th for the new faction. I have heard you talk about this game before. Yeah, I don't see any. I'm even in the fucking lasso. I'm even in the lasso chat. I'm not in the RTS chat. How am I in the lasso chat? I did lasso once. Doesn't even make any sense. Josh isn't even in the lasso chat. Wait, what the fuck? What the hell? How am I in the lasso chat and Josh is in the lasso chat? This shit don't make no sense. That's funny. I did a reach lasso once and I was like, yo, this shit's too hard. It's funny. It's probably because Josh lost the general tag. So it's probably just like a lot of stuff was tied to his general tag that like when Calvin removed it for the bit and gave it to me, I probably just like inherited some stuff. I don't know. Get to play the whole game, excluding the campaign for free. Let me take a gander at this Tempest Rising. PoE 2 update. Tempest Rising. Very multiplayer. Join the playtest. Welcome to the playtest. Oh, well, that was easy. Oh, here, I'll do monitor capture. Superior firepower. I don't have a lot of complaints about Steam, but one complaint I do have about Steam is that quality of their trailers is so bad. Like their 1080p, like one, it only goes up to 1080, which is like cringe, but it also doesn't go to 60. What the shit? Is that a ball? Bro is straight balling. Production queue. Vetty faction. The hell? Superior firepower. Looks kind of cool. Oh, this game is fully out? When does this come out? Oh, the 25th. 2025 of April. The reviews are really positive. If you like Command and Conquer, you'll like this. Well, I do like Command and Conquer. One of my gaudy contenders last year. 10 out of 10. Command and Conquer successor we've all been waiting for. Command and Conquer was my favorite RTS. It was simple. I mean, I love StarCraft as well. Don't get me wrong. I really did like StarCraft. But I think Command and Conquer edged it out for me a little bit. For any future single-player DLC plans, shut up and take my money. The amount of missing QOL features is mind-blowing. Basic information like who's still alive during a skirmish, which is basic UI stuff, is not here. It reminds me of Gladius, where you'll be rolling over every neighbor you have on the map, then out of nowhere, an unstoppable tide of enemy units washes over hardened defenses like you're a joke. Skill issue? Question mark? No warning, no data to track to figure out the turtle in the corner is stockpiling. Just an unstoppable... Isn't that always a thing in RTS? I feel like that's literally always a thing in RTS, no? It's like there could be a little gremlin in the fog of war just accumulating. I remember that was the fucking thing in Command and Conquer. Then all of a sudden you're getting hit, like USA is just hiding away in the corner or something. And all of a sudden you're getting hit with fucking satellite lasers. You know? It's like, what the hell? Or China, you're getting hit with nukes or something. You're like, what is happening? And then you just have a fucking wave of Chinese tanks flying at you. Like, yeah, that's interesting. Be able to give myself the tag? I have no idea how that works. Yeah, we should, I mean, if it's multiplayer, we should, like, get some people together and try it out. Like, if Josh wants to play it, maybe we could get Jose, too. I don't know how many players it is, but, like, maybe we get some people together and do that. That'd be a fun little... Be a bit of a fun little game night. It'd be fun. Age of Empires. I don't think I ever played Age of Empires. I played Age of Mythology, which is different, right? Pretty sure. I played Age of Mythology. I don't think I ever played Age of Empires. Very much not Age of Empires. There you have it. Looks cool. Looks cool. Get me ready for Dawn of War. Dawn of War 4. I'm ready for some goddamn Dawn of War. Where's this stupid delivery, bro? Just 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's great. Very useful time frame. One of the factions, Tempest Dynasty, plays a lot like NOD and GLA. I was a GLA enjoyer. Offer the Miracle Line card to series. shrine is a lot less elaborate.
If it weren't for the candles, you easily could have mistaken it for a shadowy heap of discarded belongings, awaiting the weekly rubbish collection.
We're about to sleep, so I'm not gonna do any
Tony has
praying.
been maintaining it, but he's the only one.
Nothing stops the
The red
mail.
slips of paper hung overhead undulate gently.
I need
as
some
you
shoes.
step back.
Can I get some shoes? Peek. What time am I allowed to go to sleep? Because we took the thing that we're a night owl, right? Unkind animals. Failing red skill checks. When sleeping at night between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. Okay, so I can sleep now. It's 4:11. I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna sleep now. Oh, fuck, wait. That's stairs up. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. We're gonna go sleep. Because look at my anxiety, bro. My anxiety's at 10. I am straight up not having a good time. I am straight up prehistoric weed? Common denominator of human relief found in the pockets of dock workers and the luggages of kings alike. This specimen crumbles to powder suspiciously quick. Anxiety -7. But it gives me Stone Age mentality. I don't know what that means. But that's interesting. So the question is, do we do like some drugs before we go to sleep? Who are these fucking people? Oh my god. Televised boxing has been taken off in recent years.
You're confronted by a striking image in bold red and black. A woman perched on a sofa in a simply furnished apartment. A handgun lies across her lap. On the table next to her, a beverage in an appealing slim can. In white text, contrasted against the black shadows, the words, "Safe house is anywhere."
Cool lad.
It's nothing like the ones they have back in the People's Republics.
Wish my job were this cool. What's it even selling? Canned coffee?
Heifer Red and Black Special Edition. The can is adorned with a handful of coffee beans, a sugar cane, and a splash of cream. There is no other identifier. In the developed world, advertisements no longer feature products, only vague promises of a lifestyle.
True. That is true.
A board of wooden chalk, a too small iron chair. On the blackboard, Safe House Basics. 1. There are 2 types of safe house, defensive and offensive.
But is it saying there's a lot of safe houses? What about the woman? She seems familiar. Erasing the labor that produces the commodity. Shake your hand. Maybe the description's in small print.
Defensive is a place to go unseen. Offensive, a strategic location from which to carry out an operation. 2. A safe house must have more than one exit. The words begin to blur before your eyes.
Or just one really big one? What's even supposed to buy this stuff? Yawn, maybe I could use a pick-me-up. No, I'm giving into the propaganda. No! Who's even supposed to buy this stuff?
Your eyes snap back into focus. The woman, the gun, the appealing can are all as they were. Around you, the sounds of Party Alley resume. Yet another poster that would look awesome on the wall above your bed.
Perfect. Take the poster. Yes, maybe. No, still not me. Taking the poster.
Dried flakes of paste drift to the pavement as you peel the advert from the wall.
It's got
and
side
roll
boob.
it up.
That's all I need, bro. It's got side boob and coffee. What more could you want out of life, really? Bit of side boob and coffee. So the question is, do I consume a drug to lower my anxiety before I sleep? We're gonna have to do some quick math, I think. Or is it more tactically advantageous to just sleep? We also gotta give the guy the Viagra medicine. There's a lot of stuff to do. Take care, Buzz. Alright. Alright, so quick math. If we just sleep, right, all of our values will be halved. So we'll lose 2, 4, 9, right? We'll lose 9 from sleeping. If we use a drug to lower our anxiety, like a little bit of the schnapps is the good alcohol, like this, right? Then we would gain 2, 3, 5, also 9, and nothing changes. If we were to hit the Zaza, okay, we would lose 7. I think we just sleep. I think we sleep, and then, you know, if we gotta do more, then we do more.
Bagman's the woman in her coffee and watch over you.
Look, we got
Mysterious.
side boob, bro.
Watchful
Huge.
eyes stare at you from the wall as you back away. A part of you left behind, shining bright across the room.
We'll keep the Zaza for a rainy day. I don't know what the
The
debuff
bed
is.
welcomes you for a soft.
Oh, shoot.
The murmurs of Portofino fade into nothing, as do you.
Look at that. We only slept for 7 hours. So we still get to reap the benefits of the day. You love to see it. I am freshly rested. I kind of want to get... I mean, it's kind of nice to, like, assess people's it potential. Oh, wait, we got a new one. Latest synthetic desires. Years of living in the People's Republics have left you defenseless against the developed world's most semiotically advanced advertisements. This requires further exploration followed by a ruthless auto-critique. Instincts +2. 1.33x bonus to reducing fatigue. When consuming Roomba canned coffee, Jeffa red and black blend. Okay, so any coffee reduces my fatigue more. When purchasing bootlegged goods, temporarily lose reinforced and gain action disadvantage. Honestly, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's pretty easy to not buy bootlegged goods, right? It's kind of easy. Yeah, the thing is, I kind of want to suppress this one. Just be... Wait, no, not that one. Not that one either. This one. Because it gives statehood skill potential, and I'm not doing statehood. You know? I'm not doing the propaganda. So I could replace it with something like actually useful. Like this would be good. Records and Technoflex. That wouldn't be bad. That's like pretty eh. Nerve +1 is nice. Coordination. Our coordination is just fucking terrible. You know? Let's just be real. Poetics +2. Exerting on intellect. Like, this is good, though. Exerting on intellect checks costs -1 delirium. That's really good. That is really good. But the downside is that we can't choose to say nothing. We always have to be a yapper, which honestly is kind of in character for me. Poetics is like, I don't know. It's useful, but is it that useful though? It's mainly just a bonus. Like being able to roll an extra die on a check for 4 instead of 5 is like, that's pretty fucking good, man. More discussions about music, coordination, and records. Pull faces to express yourself. That sounds useful. Crack the lid open. Apply liberally around your eyes, lips, and nose using broad strokes. Pat dry to aid absorption. When you no longer recognize yourself, that's how you know it's working. Personalism and entanglement. Exerting on relation checks costs -1 anxiety. That's fucking good. That's really fucking good. That's actually so good. We need that. I need this. Oh, man. But if I get rid of this... I'm thought locked for 12 hours. I don't know what that does. Okay, I'm gonna save and we're gonna see what thought locking does. I feel like thought locking just makes it so I can't condition myself again for that much time. But I'm gonna find out. Wait, it's just this one that's thought locked. Oh, wait, that's not a big deal at all. Wait, that's actually so good. Wait, I could just fucking swap these around, bro. Wait, that's crazy. Have you heard yourself? Cool this, cool that, cool everything. This is what the psychomancers call parapraxis. Is there something unpleasant from your recent past that you haven't fully come to terms with? Cold read and nerve +1. I'm choosing cool options. Delirium +1. Ooh, but you get 5 XP. Ooh. That's rough, dude. That is rough. +1 delirium every time I choose something cool? But I'm so cool. We're choosing this.
Something's peeling underneath your chin. Right there?
Pull at it.
Whoa. Your old skin comes away pale and floppy. Like plastic torn from hamburger cheese. But now your muscles are all gross and exposed. Doesn't look nice, Hirsch. You need a new face. Lucky you have loads to choose from. All stacked up inside you, waiting to be worn.
How do they look?
There's your woman of the people face. Your craven hussy face. That one got you out of a nasty stitch in Azura III in '84, didn't it? Your bitter melon face.
Is my real face in there?
You're not sure. Hard to tell. You can't really remember what it looks like. It's better this way. You'll always be who you need to be, and never who you are.
Get the moisturizer, leave the jar where it is. Oh, I'm moisturizing, baby.
Very well.
Oh yeah. It's like I'm in Avatar, dude. I'm the shape wearer.
You return to the desk. You turn away from the desk.
All right, let's go give the fucking sleepy boy some Viagra. Get him hard. Something is rooting through the bin in an alley below. That is a crazy sentence I just said, but listen, that's the game, bro. We're giving the sleeping man some Viagra. This is gonna be something, man. All right, can you get hard for me?
You approach your double's bedside. His breathing does not change.
Okay. It's a red check. And it's a sensors check. I think we're already kind of min-maxing sensors. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. Wait a sec. I'm giving Momo Viagra. No, Momo's dick doesn't work, bro. That would be pointless. No, I'm giving pseudopod Viagra. Sure none of these are minuses to sensors. Sensors. Do any of these give a plus to sensors? Oh yeah. Yeah, we are all right. I passed this roll, right? Surely. There's no chance I fail this roll. Look at me. Look at me. This is stat maxing right here. Look how drippy I am. Got the harness, got the Christmas lights. Oh yeah. Here we go.
You approach your double's bedside. His breathing does not
I need to roll
change.
a 5. Easiest roll of my life. A 5. Watch this. It's so easy. 5. Not even close.
You slip the tab into his mouth. It feels dry, hot, and deeply wrong.
He's getting. Is he gonna get hard? Damn, bro skips leg day. Holy! Look at those. Look at those legs, bro.
Like a bird's nest after the snake ate its fill.
Massage the medicine down his throat.
The medication swims through his body, drawn with every breath, every beat of his heart, searching for the right pathways.
Get hard for me, bro. Get hard.
There's something wrong.
Get hard.
Nothing is happening. No movement, no reaction.
Wait. Maybe the drugs are bad. Must be a Duff diagnosis. Wait.
Lungs exhale, hair grows. Nothing remarkable happens.
It says piss bruise. I wanted her to say piss bruise. Why did she say hair grows? Nothing at all.
At all.
Must be a Duff diagnosis.
The rhythm of Pseudopod's pulse dances like code against your fingers, speaking the truth.
Is he hard though?
Thump, thump, thump. A dead heart.
Pseudopod. Let go of him. Shine a light to his eyes.
You take out your lighter, press the flint wheel to its familiar groove in your thumb. It strikes. First time. His pupils do not contract. His pulse does not change. A ripple of goosebumps across your back. In the absence of immediate danger, the fear crosses you only delicately. A whisper upon your neck. This is not an unconscious body. It is a breathing corpse.
That gave us like 3 fatigue. But it also gave us 15 XP.
He returned to the workbench. This now is a gunsmith's workshop, just waiting to realize itself. Your reason for being here is simple. Glue 2 pieces of a toy together. If only it were as trivial as that. Your dexterity may be severely tested.
Gotta craft a gun? I don't have enough stuff, right?
The instrument of death calls out from the future, begging you to bring it into being.
Go over the list of materials.
You consult the Wang guide and rattle off the materials checklist. Plywood, glue, and tools, check. Broomstick, check. Pipe, check.
Oh shit, I have everything.
all found among the junk in your near vicinity.
One can.
Check.
One coin.
Check.
Check items you can melt down.
500 grams of molten plastic or epoxy. Check. One of the prized wolf cups.
No!
Completion rate 100%. From the profoundest, most autistic depths of yourself, a sense of universal harmony and order wells up.
Dude, I just passed an autism check. W. We've done it. Absolute cinema. I'm passing autism checks in video games. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Now comes the part where you try not to blow off a finger.
Dude, I have to roll a 9?
You picture the mechanism of a firearm. If you hit the bullet hard enough, it flies towards your enemy.
Fuck. I'm in a pacifist mood today.
Your dreams of death remain unrealized potential for now.
I repair the model
There's
train.
not much you can do to repair a single train wheel without the train.
I can craft this gun, right? I think I can craft this. I think I win these. I have some stuff to boost Technoflex a lot, I think. The +1. Thought violated? What? What do you mean? Oh, when covering your face. Oh, motherfucker. I can't cover my face? That's crazy. I did not read that part. Okay, no covering my face. Good to know. Do I really have nothing else for Technoflex? Really one of these, right? Blueprints. Damn. Oh yeah, this is for Technoflex. Alright. Surely I make the gun here.
You return to the work. The instrument of death calls out from the future.
I need to roll a 7.
Begging you to bring it into being.
I'm gonna roll a 7 here.
You get to work, tracing the outlines of the schematics onto the plywood and cutting it into shape, gluing the coin into place. The mold that emerges looks less than impermeable. Which luxury article do you wish to uncreate?
I need to actually, I should show the kids the cups first, right? They might have something. I'll show the kids the cups first. They wanted to see the cups before I melt any of them down. Then I need to decide which one I melt down. Hopefully, if I melt it down, I can still complete the quest. Or, I can still complete the quest for collecting them all.
Wolf time.
Ah, that's right.
children
I
of
forgot that there's a poetics test with this kid. Wait. I could pass this, right? Maybe? Poetics. Do I have nothing for poetics? Damn. Damn, I have nothing for poetics. That's crazy, actually. Actually insane. I mean, this is a minus to poetics, which is not ideal.
Oh, it's you. What?
The hood falls backwards nearly entirely as she looks up at you. Your dad was onto something. Emter is disappearing people. I just got interrogated in a secret jail by the Kisak roundabout. I don't know what I should say all that. I think these are your father's glasses. I found them in the bottom of a trash bin. Show them to her.
What? What were they doing there?
The dumping ground for a nearby secret jail. Fuck, do I tell her? It's the right thing, man. She deserves to know.
Jail?
Her voice is thin. She's not strong enough to carry him alone.
Oh no. He was right.
I'm sorry.
Did you see anything else? Anything at all?
They sent him to Ile de Sceaux. He was definitely there at one point, but he's not anymore. I got electro-interrogated by a bitch in ugly gum boots. Saw nothing of your father.
Ile de Sceaux? Dad's never been to Ile de Sceaux. He's never even been out of Portofino.
Did it? She's becoming hysterical.
Uh-oh.
I can't talk right now. I need a moment.
She turns away from you in her stand, burrowing deeper into her hoodie.
Sorry, I need to process what you told me. Come back later.
Shit, I should have tried to buy something.
You return to the rack of clothing. Price tags rustle beneath your fingers.
Gray matter +2. Doppelgang +1. Poetics +2. I need that. I definitely need that. Sensors +1. I need this.
Good choice. The rack sags a little in the mid. You turn away from.
Alright. W. Do you think with the boost to poetics from that, I'll be able to spin a tail? Nothing else for poetics, right? Pretty sure. It's -1. I might be able to win. Probably can't. We'll see. There's a chance.
Wolf time.
Roll a 9. I think I win this. Okay. Okay.
It's easy. You've had loads of life experiences. Just pull them all together. But make it wolfy.
Kids ever heard of ultra fucked up wolf?
No. What's their power?
Failure. Total embarrassing failure.
Wow, she sucks.
No irony. Only the truth.
She's trying to be better.
That's boring. Everyone does that, I think.
Slowly, the kids turn away from you.
God fucking
The
damn
children ignore you.
it. Yeah, I don't think we're passing that one, bro. I mean, I could save scum until I get it. I could, but I'm not gonna do that. But I could, if I wanted to. What's better, instincts? Yeah. I mean, my personalism is already dog shit, right? So, I mean, you know. What pants was I wearing? Doppelgang, probably. What? Drip.
Come on, come on.
Besides, looking up at the dilapidated building with a pleading look. Hello again, Reno Tellman.
Ah, hello. Sorry, I probably look like a picture of misery right now.
You don't look great. I just wish this stupid machine worked from a greater distance. Would make everything a lot easier. He smacks the device and it lets out an angry beep. Oh, bother. Got something else to fix here? Look up at the building.
This time it's one of the arteries. It's on the roof of this old factory building. Problem is, that place scares the hell out of me.
The man stands like jelly next to you. The well-greased cogs of your mind yearn for the challenge.
Can't watch you suffer any longer. You need some help?
I have got myself into a bit of a predicament. Yes, I do need some help. You're right. I would just need you to go up to the roof of this building and run a standard check on the artery up there.
Sure.
Wonderful. You'll need this for starters.
He offers you this strange device in his hand.
The machine has a real heft to it. It means serious business.
Just plug this device into the artery once the diagnostics program prompts you. It should do the rest. Just pay attention to the report it gives you.
The auto-negotiator hums in your hand. You can practically feel the little magnet spinning inside.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
The fire door stands between you and pray that the technician knows of an alternative.
Why did you stop? Is there a problem?
It's locked up tight.
Oh dear, let me consult my notes. There might be another way inside.
He flicks through the papers on his clipboard.
Ah, here we go. Oh no.
Oh no. A look of horror darkens his face.
Apparently there's a maintenance tunnel around the side. One of us will have to brave it and open the door from the other side.
Oh my god. I need a 12. I'll get us in. Crawl through the maintenance tunnel.
The tunnel is black as pitch. Cobwebs stick to your face and hair as you push through them, deeper into the darkness.
Can I see anything?
As you inch forwards, your elbows and shoulders bump clumsily against the walls. The tunnel is getting narrower.
Stop, take a deep breath. Stretch an arm ahead of you and feel around. Crawl onwards. Your headgear catches on a roughened patch of the concrete ceiling.
It's tight as hell in here, but don't panic, sis. We're definitely not panicking. Stop panicking.
Oh no. Disassociate until the end. Not panicking, I'm fine. Rationalize your way forward. Oh my god. Nope, fuck this, I'm backing out. I'm fine.
The air around you seems to pinch in closer with each inhale. The walls are trying to swallow you whole. It's all in your head. Inanimate objects definitely cannot eat you. There are two ways to cope with situations like this. Tactical breathing and grounding techniques. Choose one.
Ground yourself.
Appeal to your senses. Identify something that each of them are picking up from the surroundings. Let it center you in place.
What can I hear? Meters away, the comforting sounds of the bazaar. Vendors alternate yells about discounts. Coins spill across wooden tables, and a roller skater scrapes haphazardly across the stone floor.
Behind it all, the rhythmic thrum of aero trams passing by overhead, rocking left and right on their wires.
Feel around. Your palms brush against smooth masonry and the occasional protrusion of cold steel ribbing, once embedded within, now slightly exposed. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Fuck. Dust particles fill your nostrils. Force out a violent sneeze. You bang your head against the floor and ceiling. Taste the air. Not pleasant. A combination of damp stone, rusted metal, and an earthiness on the back of the tongue.
The bitter taste of an old dye factory.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I need to roll a 10. Fucking hell. I roll a 10 here. Fucking 9.
Your prehistoric ancestors lived in...
Fuck! Fucking shit. God damn it. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. God damn it, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit! Alright. I need to load up on gray matter. What do we got for gray matter, man? Give me something for gray matter, please. Can't put that on. I'll cover my face. Gray matter +1. W. Bro, I just have nothing for gray matter. Fucking hell. I have nothing for gray matter. You gotta be shitting me. How do I have nothing for gray matter? Is it better to go all in on Doppelgang, maybe? Maybe I could get more for Doppelgang. I mean, Doppelgang is the play, let's see. Let's do Doppelgang. Alright, maybe this will work. Oh my god. That is some crazy drip. That is some insano mode drip, bro. I can't save. Why can't I save?
Sorry,
Because it already saved, maybe?
Come on, come on. Ah, hello. This time it's...
The man stands. The well-greased cogs of your mind yearn for the challenge.
I would just need you to go up to the roof of this building. And... Wonderful.
The machine has
Just plug this device.
the auto-negotiator.
I'll be right here if you...
Alright. There we go. Surely
The
I win
fire
these.
door. Pray that the technician...
Why did you stop? Is there... Oh, there. Ah,
Alright.
apparently there's a maintenance...
Here we go. Here we go. I win these. We're just gonna go Doppelgang.
The tunnel was black as pitch. As you inch, the tunnel was getting narrower.
Take a deep breath.
Cool air fills your lungs. You taste concrete dust on the back of your tongue. It's tight as hell in here. But don't panic,
Okay,
sis.
how did I
We're
fail?
definitely not panicking.
Oh, because it doesn't use your
Stop
clothes.
panicking.
Dude, what? That's crazy. Stop panicking, I'm
The
fine.
air around you, it's all in your head. There are two ways to cope with situations like this. Tactical breathing and grounding techniques. Choose one.
Ground yourself.
Appeal to your senses.
What can I hear?
Behind it all, the rhythmic thrum of aerotrams passing by overhead.
Proceed onwards. Fuck. 68%. I need to roll an 8. Just roll an 8. Roll an 8. Yes? Yes! Oh, yes!
This crawl space was built for utility access. By being inside it, you're just fulfilling an intended purpose.
So true.
It would be physically impossible for a person your size to get stuck in here.
W. What was made for humans if it didn't do? True.
Last you checked, you were still human. At least the part of you that isn't creature.
So true. You crawl forwards, newly confident. After some minutes, you reach the end of the tunnel and hear the wooden creak of a trapdoor above you. Hoist yourself out. You emerge from the dark of the disused building. After a quick look around, seeing nothing, you find a set of aluminum stairs and climb upwards. Holy fuck, we did it, and we didn't suffer terribly. I'll take it. Okay, now I'm gonna need Technoflex, I think. Right. Now it's time for Technoflex. Because I'm gonna have to work some doohickeys. Can't put that on. I need to fucking... I wish you could get rid of stuff. That is one thing I wish existed in the game. Like, let me ditch some stuff, man. Make sure none of this gives me a minus to Technoflex. Okay. Blueprints. None of this gives me plus. It's fine. Here we go. Open the Renotel distribution panel once more. Pressing the on button sees the old terminal coach itself awake
This is
once
not
again.
the first time you've hacked into a phone terminal, though it is the first time you haven't been able to delegate the task to Asset Radian.
Would be good to have Ramses here. Must have picked up something from the old days.
Machines are simple, Hirsch. Just got to know what commands to give them, and they do the rest for you.
Easy.
Radian's fingers danced, each input a new incantation. The ember of his blood pulsing with every keystroke. A
I'll figure it
sorcerer
out.
within his haze. For better or for worse, you'll have to. But there is one piece of advice you remember Radiant giving to you for times like this.
If you ever get stuck, you do what you do when among human company. Ask for help. You can literally type it in.
That'll
3 possible inputs, cold and toneless, flicker up on the screen. 1. Network. 2. Diagnostics. 3. Quit.
quit. Just quit.
Network should get you the list. Then it's just a matter of finding it. Loading network. Pixels wink in and out of existence before slowly etching themselves into something larger. A chaos of blinking black squares, apparently random, and yet cohering into a shape that stirs something in your mind. Before you, Portofiero's wireless network, a constellation of flickering nodes floating in a landless void. Dormant stars waiting for ignition.
Where am I? It's that empty looking area to the north. It's a big tangle here in the middle.
The densely populated heart of the city, where terminals pile on top of each other, dozens to a square meter.
It's empty area to the north.
You look to a region of the map where only a few scattered pixels blink amid stretches of empty screen.
Where am I? Where are you?
You're one of the blinking pixels. That much is clear. Which one, though? There, close to the center, amid the hundreds of black squares, there is a single asterisk, blinking slowly. It can only be the Renotel artery's location. Renotel Diagnostics is intended for official personnel only. Input external device to continue. Device input accepted. Welcome, Renotel employee. Smiley face.
Smiley face.
Examining system. This may take a few minutes.
Be patient.
Seconds turn into minutes as you watch the dots blinking on the monitor. It's not clear if the machine is doing anything at all. It's a background process. Users wouldn't be able to keep up if it was foregrounded. After what seems like a small eternity, the machine beeps and coughs up a brief report. System, 98.2%. One critical error. A device has a configuration problem that prevents it from working properly. Must be the faulty intercom.
Tell the technician.
You could, or keep it to yourself. That way, no one will think to fix it. The issue will persist, and in turn, you should be able to talk to the prisoner from outside. Goodbye.
True. Didn't think about that. Sneaky.
The Renotel technician is waiting right where you left him.
Ah, you're back. I managed to disable the locking mechanism so you can go in and out as you please now. How did you get on with the artery?
Didn't seem to be any issues.
Well, thank you for trying, but it doesn't matter. I've decided to quit my job.
Really? Why? Sure, that's a good idea. Good for you. It's probably the right decision.
I've thought about it, and I've decided that I'll try to get back into electrical engineering. I don't care if it kills me. I can't live like this any longer. Suffering vertigo, shying from tunnels, looking for things I can't find.
Suppose you want the auto negotiator back? Keep it. Renotel's got plenty. Consider it a gift from me to you. He gives you a farewell salute. The moon's that way. Thanks for all your help.
The ex-technician shows no sign of hearing you. He doesn't even look back.
Wow. We did it. We really did it. Wow. You're saying I could talk to the prisoner from the outside. Well, time to build a gun. In-game. It's gun time. It's what, a Technoflex check, I think? And I should still have all my Technoflex stuff on. Time to build a gun, baby.
You return to the work. The instrument of death calls out from the future.
I need a 7.
Begging you.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
You place the blanks below the schematics, tape them in place, and follow the dotted lines with the tip of the box cutter. Slowly, it acquires dimensions as you assemble the panes. A plywood model of a brutalist edifice rising in a series of blocky chambers. 2 circular holes on either side of the largest box await the insertion of the barrel.
I could get really into this.
The docile pastime of the hobbyist, assembling and painting model aeroplanes. Except the death machine at the end is real.
Assemble the barrel and stock.
You cut a length out of the broom and sand it down. Next, you glue the springs in place into a metal backboard, making a notch in the pipe, and solder the coin onto the top of the springs.
Pass the barrel through the mold.
A satisfying rough tessellation as the pipe slides through and the backboard aligns with the plywood face. Behold, it is suddenly recognizable as a weapon.
Now for the plastic.
Which luxury article do you wish to uncreate?
Okay, what's the least useful one? Shadowplay Blueprints is good. Sensor Statehood. Cold Red Doppelgang. Okay, I think we do Eager Wolf. Yeah. I mean, nah, we do Critical Wolf.
Toxic white fumes rise with alarming immediacy from the pot. As inside, the wolf cup begins its tour.
The noxious fumes, -1 doppelgang, -1 sensors, -1 tech deflex. It lasts for 4 hours. Fuck. Immediacy from the pot as inside the wolf cup begins its torturous transformation.
Even covering your face and turning away, you feel it singe the hairs inside your nose and leave a weird coating in your respiratory tracts.
Put the plastic into the mold.
The setting plastic emits an evil hiss. A line of bubbles like solder appears along the vertices where droplets of hot plastic escape. Gripping the barrel in a plastic vice.
Peel off the plywood.
Your creation emerges. Barrel and trigger emerge from a mottled, vaguely orthogonal plastic body. Looking at it does not fill you with positive feelings.
Anything to be done?
If you had any soldering skills, you might be able to give it some more stability. As it stands, tape is your only option.
Tape it up.
The plastic body disappears below the wadded layers of electrical tape. Now the last step, the silencer.
Patch the game.
Padded internally with layers of cloth, paper and foam, the can completes your weapon's chimeric appearance.
I am the plastic goddess, shaper of death tools. Let's hope this kills my enemies before it kills me.
Whose death remains to be seen. The tape on the grip is slick and uneven in your hands, the barrel heavy.
Still not convinced about this whole thing. Load the bullets in the magazine, well. Still not convinced.
Yet you are now armed, and one step closer to fulfilling the demands of your assignment.
Load the bullets in.
Though inelegant, the magwell receives each bullet with silent precision. All 6 slide into place exactly as they are meant to. May death be at your back, and may the stars direct your hand.
Hey, yo, I saved a lot of money by building my own gun. A primitive aberration held together by melted plastic and tape nonetheless fires real bullets. This thing is going to kill someone. Whether that someone will be your enemy or yourself is a different matter. That is a goddamn piece of machinery right there, brother. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I feel like that's a good place to call it. I think I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night. Gonna bing chill. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by, for hanging out. We streamed for almost 3.5 hours, so a decent amount of time. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm kind of feeling like playing a little Space Marines, so I'm gonna play some Space Marines, I think, and just kind of bing chill a little bit. But yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video or stream. Bye bye.